Hello and happy day. Welcome to New Age Custom Farming. If you're new here, we are a custom farming operation in Wisconsin, and the grind simply never stops around here. Today we are combining wheat and chopping third crop hay, and of course taking care of the cattle. So let's get into it.
Well, it's the day after Monroe and we downloaded the computer just to check things out, and it's time for an oil change. So what we do for the oil change is we've got our tank here, we put the clean oil in that, and then we've got a primer pump that we normally use to prime the engine before you start turning it over, build a little oil pressure in the engine. But we just disconnect the line from that and hook it up to this tank and use the pump to put the oil in the motor. It works pretty good. So we just dump our oil in here and it pumps it right into the motor. It actually pumps it through the filters, so you're pre-filtering the oil before it goes into the pan, and it's putting the oil through the motor once. So that's what we're doing now. We had a little bit of a leak going on in our filters. We got kind of a mess there, but time for a little maintenance on her. She can only take so much abuse before she needs a little bit of fresh oil. So we noticed the oil pressure is getting a little bit low in the end of the run, so we're actually going to we're switching to AMS oil right now. So 60-weight AMS oil, Dominator oil, and we're going to see if that works a little bit better.
We have a 40-foot bean head with a transport cart, if we're going down the road on it. And it's a pain in the butt, so we're just, we don't have a head cart for a 40-foot bean head, so we're going to take this one and just weld 4.5 feet on here and 6.5 feet in the back. And then we should be able to haul that head anywhere. And that cart, it's great, it's handy and everything, but you can only go 20 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour down the road with it. It's wobbling all over. And
Are you talking about the draper head?
yeah, the draper head, the bean head, yeah. So we're gonna make this one work.
Because right now we're just it has its own wheels that come down, and right now we're just hauling it that way.
Right, and I don't know, just if you had to drive across the road, it's fine. If you got to go 3-4 miles down the road or 5 miles, it's just a pain in the butt. You get it hooked up, and this will be a lot handier. Yeah. Yep.
So a farmer fix it is.
It's a Sunday fix day, fun day, right? Yep.
Well, what did you tell me a few weeks ago about working on Sunday?
Whatever we gain on Sunday, we lose on Monday. But I actually took the rain out for Wednesday. It was going to rain Tuesday night and Wednesday.
Yeah, now it's not till Thursday.
Right. So it's we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Yep.
It's also supposed to be 94 degrees on Wednesday, so.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So you're just welding?
Well, I have to go to Freeport on Tuesday. I don't know if I have to go in the afternoon or not yet. If I'm on the work too, hopefully not.
Well, like, you slide it.
I don't think it slides with that thing.
Is that going to leave enough room for that and like to be able to turn and stuff?
Yep. You have to be careful. Just pay attention.
So don't have me take it through 25 roundabouts like Mason had me go through last year?
No, that'll be fine.
So good news, I only have one calf that I have to... So good news, I only have one new calf that I have to push up and no other alarm calves, which like rarely ever happens. So taking that for what it is, we're gonna push it up and then do all my... For those of you who have been paying attention to my stressor in the calf barn, aka me not being able to do the circuit clean. I think Avery and I figured it out this weekend. We got it to work completely fine yesterday, which was Sunday morning. Trying it again today. Hopefully it freaking works because it needs to get a circuit clean done daily, but we shall see. We ended up actually taking this little part off. So for the circuit clean, it comes out of here and then it goes to the stanchions or whatnot. And we ended up taking this off, maybe if I can get it off now, and just cleaned it out and then it works fine. So apparently we just have to do a better job of cleaning. Well, Bree and I are done doing our actual work here at the farm, but the crew is definitely not done doing their work out in the field, so let's go find them. Well, we're up here on our prairie because Bree loves to run down here, and so she was whining and whimpering and wanting to get out of the car so she could chase. But let's take a little look-see at this hayfield while we're at it. They are merging it over there, if you can see barely over the ridge. But this is some big hay. The chopper is gonna eat this up. Right here is where Avery and I are having our wedding ceremony at the end of September. Not our ceremony, our reception at the end of September. So it's gonna have to get mowed real good then, because we're gonna have the tent, the dance floor, the tables, the whole shebang right here. This hay was cut yesterday, and like I said, right now they're merging it, so they are putting it into the windrows that will then be what the chopper comes through and eats up, picks up, chops up, puts into the collectors and takes to the dairies. Also, I don't know if you can see that over there, someone is getting fungicide applied with a plane. I don't know whose field it's going to, but here's a better look at the plane. Well, I'm on the way to go find Avery and where they're doing wheat, but conveniently on the way there is where they're chopping our hay, so. Stop to get some action. All of this hay right now is being sold to a customer. All right, I'm sure we'll be back here to check out this. And we still have, so this is third crop hay, and we still have fourth crop hay too, and a lot of third crop to go. So we'll be seeing a lot of chopping.
Well, it's Monday afternoon. We got like 5 loads of wheat hauled this morning. It's already 2 o'clock, 2:20. We had to get the hay crew going. We had a mower broke, a bunch of other crap going on, and we're just getting back to the field now to start combining wheat. Mason just started somewhere, you can't see him anymore, but I'm gonna get my rig fired up here and go chase him down. We had 2 semis in the cart to fill, so before we have to haul a load in, so hopefully we can get the rest of this little farm here done that we're working on. Got a little bit of a traffic jam going on here. Don't worry, Mason, I'll get that for you.
Little look-see at the wheat setup. So we have 2 semis out here getting loaded, and then they're hauling it to PV, which is like half hour away from us, 20 minutes maybe. Grain cart, Mason's combining off over there, and Avery is combining over here. I'm about to get in with him because he asked me to bring him water. My favorite part about us doing wheat is seeing all the nice new bedding for our calves that we'll use for the bedding for the entire year. We are running real short, so this is perfect. about to have 2 full loads in the semi that they're gonna haul down to PV, like I said, where we take our wheat to. And then Mason just asked if I could get in the cart, so I guess I'm gonna be a cart girl for now.
We got Emily in a cart now, oh boy. And we stopped.
Well, back in the saddle we go. This is not my tractor that I usually drive, but it's one very similar to it, so it's pretty easy for me to at least like hop back in, kind of like riding a bike. But running the grain cart for a bit so Mason can keep combining, and then Avery and Greg are both taking 2 truckloads down to PV, and then I'll... Uh-oh. Don't lose all my straw, Mason.
Good thing we didn't need your fire extinguisher. The bedding chopper's out.
So now what?
We'll disengage the bedding chopper. My legs are hot.
Yeah? Well, I
Were you
couldn't...
concerned? Were you paying attention?
No, I was facing the other direction. Well, as you saw, we had a small little fire in the field there. We put it out for now, but we realized we have no more fire extinguishers besides the one that Mason just used, and it's out. But he has just this pass left, and we'll keep an eye on it for a little bit, and then hopefully that's it. No more smoke.
We're hoping to get this truck and the cart and that truck full. The cart's almost full and this truck's almost full, but man, we're in some really good wheat down here, and we lost our son, and you wouldn't believe how fast it gets tough on a guy. My camera's fogging up, but Mason is just, I just about plugged up right here, and I said, you know what? I'm getting too old to be unplugging this thing, and one of these years I'm gonna have to learn to stop. So I called her quits, and Mason, God, I had her so cold in my cab, my camera's fogging up. Mason was over there, and he was having troubles too, and he pulled out too, and especially when he saw me do it. So looks like he's gonna have enough for that semi, and I think that truck is just about full, so I'll have to talk to him and see. But so that's gonna probably be it for this video. We'll hit her again tomorrow. Emily and Greg are probably going tractor pulling without Mason and I, seeing that we've got quite a bit of wheat left to do, and we got a lot of hay on the ground. So I'm guessing we're staying home, which is fine, but we're gonna try and get some of this stuff wrapped up before it rains at the end of the week. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.